opening morning of Youth Turkey Season 2016, and at daylight this morning there were a bunch gobbling, so we went and got on one, but he had some hens with him, so we couldn't get him to come in. And we're hearing a bunch more gobbling now, and we're gonna go try to get on one now. And he came running.
No, he didn't.
Okay, and he came...
He came right in.
He came right to us. And we can still hear
that gobbler is a huge lumber. Taylor.
Yes.
There is a gobbler behind us gobbling while Taylor is doing her hero footage. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there he goes. That's crazy. Can't wait for opening day of the regular season. We're gonna get on these birds over here with a bow. He's just gobbling like crazy. He's walking right behind us. And he's got a rope too. That's nuts.
We will meet again.
I've never had that happen ever. And he's just still cruising along. Wow. What a morning.
It's opening morning of Youth Turkey Season 2016 here in Oklahoma. I got me a big one. And I just want to give a big thanks to Slay, Trees and Camo, and Fan Collector Calls.
Well, it's 4:30 in the morning, opening day of turkey season here in Oklahoma 2016. I'm excited about this morning. We were over there hunting on Saturday, the opening of the youth season, and Taylor killed her bird. While we were doing the interview, we had another one walk by. We had several other gobblers gobbling on that lease, and I think it's going to be a great morning.
Wow, what an awesome hunt this morning. Man, I tell you what, the treason did its job. It's, you know, it's one thing, guys, about getting in on these birds and getting set up early. While it's still dark, you never know. Had a bird gobble down here. It's probably, 175 yards down there to a food plot I've got, and he gobbled, and I figured he was right on it. And what's funny is, we're right here by the gate. These birds have been staying on the west side of this property, and lo and behold, today, they were right here where we come in. So I came right here in this little meadow close to the gate, and set up thinking that that bird would pitch down in that food plot and come up a little small logging road that's in here. And next thing I know, one gobbles, and he's 75 yards in front of us right here in the tree. 2 hens in trees beside him. They yelped to him a couple of times in the dark, and I thought, well, I need to let him know I'm here. So I got the triple T's out and just purred real soft, and triple T's brought us another one. Taylor killed her bird in this same area Saturday morning of youth season, and opening day here in Oklahoma, and wind was a little high. I get out of the truck and I hear one gobble down here a little ways, and we got it done. This time I had to shoot him left-handed, but we got him at about 40 yards, and man, what a blessing. What a great bird.
Now it's time for Fan Collector Calls, Tech Tips.
Hey guys, we're going to talk a little bit about gobblers being henned up. We talked before about being able to talk with triple T's and 2 hens at the same time with your partner, or do fighting Tom and try to entice that old Tom to come over there and investigate. A lot of times those won't work, but something else to try. In every flock of turkeys there's a boss hen. Okay, if it's one gobbler and 1 hen, she's the boss. He follows her everywhere she goes. If there's 5 hens and 1 gobbler, there's a boss hen, and she's going to be the leader, and he's going to follow wherever she goes. What you can do is you can start cutting at that hen. Now that's a challenge. And what a cut is, a yelp is that right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut, and we're going to start that thing where it's a sharp start. Now when you do that, you're going to do it long enough that hen will finally get hacked off. She may be feeding along, she'll stop, she'll raise up, she'll fluff them feathers out, she'll start cutting back at you. You just keep cutting at her. Finally you're going to hack her off. When you do, she's going to head towards you, and she ain't coming to say hello. Okay, but guess what? Old Big Dummy is going to follow her wherever she goes. Now one thing you got to remember, be really still once you get her started, because you'll be within 10 feet of you when he finally gets within shotgun range. But give her a try and see if you can get that old henned up gobbler to come in, because season open's a little bit late here. They're already henned up, okay? Give her a shot, guys. God bless you.
Well, it's opening Saturday of turkey season here in Oklahoma 2016, and we're going to try to go for number 3. My wife, Vicki, she films for us all the time. It's hard to get her out from behind the camera. She doesn't get to hunt as much as she'd like to running camera for us. But today we're going to get her out from behind the camera and see if we can't get her first turkey ever. Taylor killed her first turkey ever on the opening day of youth season. I killed one on opening day of the regular season. Now we're going to see if we can't get Vicki one. It's been a really good year. We've got a really good property this year, a lot of birds on it. We were doing Taylor's interview after she killed hers and had a big gobbler walk right through behind us. And then if I didn't kill my bird when I was doing my interviews, and had another one start gobbling and come in, and we got some footage of him too. So there's a lot of turkeys over here, and we're gonna see if we can't get Vicki on one today. Awesome, baby. First turkey ever. Got one. Really cool.
Yep.
Smoked him too. This is a pretty long shot. He's got 3 or 4 inch beard. See, he's been fighting too. Awesome.
It's pretty.
Oh yeah, he is pretty. Sweet. Okay. Yes. Great.
We had a bird on us first thing this morning, went around behind us. We could never really see him, but we could hear him. And then he went on out of range. It started raining a little bit later. We sat through the rain, had to cover everything up. Then right after that, it cleared off a little bit. And then we had 3 jakes come in. Took them a while to actually come all the way in, but they finally did. So I went ahead and took one. It's my first bird and couldn't be happier with it. Just excited to be able to do this with my husband, and my daughter got one last weekend, so it's her first one. So it's just awesome to be able to get my first one too this year.
Brad, tell me a little bit about self-filming and just how difficult it is. It's already hard enough to do it with a partner, but self-filming is a whole nother element.
Yeah, self-filming is, we have to do it sometimes just because we can't always get our camera people loose, or we don't have anybody to film for us. But I'll tell you, it makes it even more difficult. You're trying to operate a camera and get an animal in position where you can get a good shot with the camera and with your weapon, and man, at times it's very difficult.
Well, and one thing that the folks see at home in the footage is after you harvest your turkey, you come back to your chair and we show everything exactly how it is. You can see your truck in the background. So tell me what happened that morning. Did you just pull through the gate and boom, they were right there?
Yeah, we did. I tell you, it was kind of a strange deal. We've been blessed. There was a lot of turkeys on that lease this year. Taylor harvested her first bird. Oh, I guess it was the opening day of youth season, and I went back over there and I had one gobble about 150 yards down in the timber, and I was actually on my way to set up on that bird and made it to where you saw, you're talking about the footage, and this bird gobbled, and he wasn't 40 yards in front of me in the tree. It was still dark. He didn't see me, and I thought, man, I can't go any farther. I've just got to set up on this bird, and I wasn't very far from the pickup.
Well, and Taylor, this was your first kill this year. Congratulations on that. I think that's awesome. But the one thing that I wanted to ask you about is the turkey that come in behind you after you killed yours. Were you wishing you had another tag?
Well, I was still kind of excited from shooting that bird, so I was still a little wired from that, so I was more happy that we got to watch it and see it and everything, and it was really cool than it was anything.
Yeah, well, I can tell you I've been doing this for 11 years, and your dad's been doing it for, what, 6 or so, or longer?
Yeah.
And we've never had nothing like that happen before, so that was pretty cool. Then the other thing I want to ask you about, Taylor, since we got these June bugs flying all around us everywhere, and you're dodging them while we're doing this interview, what's the deal with the bugs? You like eating bugs on your turkey hunts?
No, they're gross.
You had a bug fly in your mouth?
And I did have one fly in my mouth. Oh, it was so bad.
It was
I had
nasty,
to
huh?
spit it out, yeah. It was not good. We were on this